And the other part I like about this as well is that when you're buying a cheap car, because you got to buy it cash now, right? That's great with my whole divestment idea from the government period, right? Because now you're not buying a $50,000 car on credit. There's no interest payments. You're not paying $3,500 in GST alone on that vehicle anymore, which is just straight to the government profits, right? To feed their bloated organization, where they're just going to have more money to hire more cops to beat more of us at the side of the road. So now you're buying a cheap car, you're not paying taxes on it because you're not registering it. So they lose out on that revenue, which they should, because this is private. This is all in the private. We're keeping everything that we do more into the private realm and keeping it out of the public realm, which we know public license plate, a public servant driver's license. Government, to get jurisdiction, has to get you to apply for all these things in the public. Public insurance, public this, public that. It's all bad. Insurance is a scam anyways. It's impossible, we just spoke about that before class today, it's impossible for somebody else to assume liability for your actions. It's impossible. That's an insurance scam. Anybody who shows up with a suit and tie and says, hey, just sign here and we'll pay for any kind of damages you cause when you're out and about, right? It's impossible. It's a scam. Like I said, I can't pay anybody here money to go punch somebody else in the face and say, don't worry about it, I'll assume liability for you punching them in the face. No, it doesn't happen. Believe me, the guy that does the punching is still going to jail. I'll be going as an accessory though.
Because he took money to punch someone in the face.
Yeah, right? I'll just be alongside with you. We'll be cellmates, and there we can discuss the insurance policy that we thought we had in place, right? So that's a big farce. Don't ever fall for that. Okay, so driving. Driving without a license. It's really simple. You get in your car and you drive around. I know, shockingly difficult, isn't it? So the problems start when you get pulled over. Let's start with just the word driving, period. Everybody's always making arguments in court. I wasn't driving, I was traveling in my horse-drawn carriage, and I'm, this and blah, blah, blah. And they're making all these arguments about the definition of that word doesn't mean this, and they're getting into the word definition game. I hate that game. I hate that game. I never play. I just, yeah, I'm driving. So what? Look up the word in Black's Law Dictionary to tell you, yeah, I'm driving, I'm operating a vehicle, whatever they want. I don't care. I don't care. Because when there's no plate and there's no driver's license, I'm doing it in the private. So it doesn't matter. Call it whatever word you want. If they have a different definition in their own statute, great, good for them. How does that apply to me? Where in that statute does it say, if Dean is driving, he must obey all the rules and regulations under the Highway Traffic Act? Okay? No, it doesn't say that. That's ridiculous to even think that it would. So they're making the public servant argument, and I've shown some of you guys some of the Autopack forms from Manitoba where it says right in the fine print that you're confessing that that vehicle is being used to perform a public service if the plate's on it. So it's all trickery. They're trying to, again, you have to realize this. None of this would really stand up to scrutiny in the real world, but they know they're never going to be in the real world against us. They know we don't know what to do. Most of us can't even defend ourselves in summary convictions, let alone then go on the offensive and go after these people and put them in their place, right? So they're really pretty not worried at all about all this deceptive wording they're using in these non-contracts. So driving.